Guardian's Greg Bukowski joins us, everybody. Oh, yeah. Good to have you with us, Greg.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Let's start with Argentina and Belgium. It's an interesting situation, really, because it's a hard one to call. Maradona's gone on record as saying that he thinks Argentina are playing to only 40% of their capacity. Do you think that's about right?
Maybe not 40%, 50, 60%, but he's right. I mean, they've got unfulfilled potential there, exactly like Belgium have, I think. Both have got a lot more to offer. I mean, they've both kind of sleepwalked through to this stage of the tournament so far, which is no bad thing because they've not particularly played well, and yet here they are in the quarter-final of the World Cup, so I think he's right.
It's easy to misinterpret stats at face value sometimes, but Argentina have had 80 efforts on goal. Belgium have had 83. That's 1 and 2 in the tournament so far. So they've actually been playing some quite exciting football, the pair of them, even if it hasn't completely gelled for either of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes stats can be misleading though. I mean, the quality of those chances is something else. I mean, there's times when Belgium have been throwing the ball forwards quite hopelessly towards the end of games, and then they've ended up kind of just getting over the finishing line by hook or by crook.
And 76 of those chances presumably were against America.
Oh yeah, in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, in terms of head-to-head, Lionel Messi versus Fellaini is who you've gone for. Messi, of course, has been man of the match in all 4 of Argentina's matches so far.
Yeah, and he's I think statistically, even though I just did down the value of stats, he's the most creative player in the tournament. And Fellaini, statistically, is the dirtiest left in the tournament. So, I mean, I thought against Switzerland, Belgium did a very good job of marking Messi and containing him until, obviously, he was too knackered to do it. I think Fellaini, I mean, I could just see him, his big cumbersome limbs getting an early bath at some point if he's not careful with the way he goes about trying to tackle Messi.
Now, there's so much hype around Messi and so much reliance on him in many respects from the Argentinian team. The supporting cast haven't really stepped up, and they need to in this game, really, don't they? Or at least if they're going to have a deep run in the tournament.
I mean, Di Maria scored the winner in the last game, but I mean, he was hopeless before that. Higuain has been non-existent. I think he could be a key player for them in this match because he's got to turn up and do something at some stage. He's I think he's too good a player not to. He's very good at Real Madrid. He had a great season at Napoli, and
that's the thing. He's in form, isn't he? So it's surprising that he hasn't.
Yeah, and even in the qualifiers, I think he scored 8 goals, I think, for Argentina. And he's just been getting lost in games, coming back in to try and find the ball and actually taking up a lot of the space that Messi operates in. I think if he can stay further forward and try and link up with Messi and give him an option rather than coming into and crowding his space, then I think he could liberate the little man, and they could really go on and do something against Belgium.
So he's your key player for Argentina. What about for Belgium?
For Belgium, I think Kevin De Bruyne is somebody he's literally coming from a left field position for Belgium, in that everyone expected Hazard to be the star man at this tournament, and De Bruyne's grown in influence and he's been very creative. In the last game he showed great composure to score a goal and create one for Lukaku, and I mean, it could be that Argentina are aware of him and put all their attention on him, and he could still be a key man because then he allows Hazard to have the freedom to influence the game, and perhaps he could turn up at the tournament. What's
the solution for Belgium up front, do you think? Who do you think they should start?
I think Lukaku did enough in the last game to show. I mean, he'll have got confidence from his cameo appearance off the bench, and although he really struggled in the opening games, I think now you go with a player who's confident up front and who scored a goal and who can be a handful for Argentina. He really could be a handful for their defenders.
Okay, moving on to the later game, Netherlands-Costa Rica. The Netherlands are professionals at self-destruction, of course, so there's a chance that Costa Rica could provide an upset here.
Yeah, Costa Rica are the underdogs, and quite rightly so, but they've got the mental fortitude, I think, to kind of, they can cause Holland problems because they play the same system as well as Mexico played with wing-backs, and I think that was something that Holland found difficult to play against, I think. So, and they've got some, they've got strong players in key areas, and they've got a good midfielder in Bolaños.
Do you think the Dutch squad is underrated because Robben in particular, and also Van Persie, of course, get so much of the headlines?
Yeah, perhaps, but I think this World Cup has been a good example of good teamwork and the fact that you might have a few star players, but there's other ones who are willing to put in the hard yards and not do the spectacular work and get the reward from it through good results.
The poster boy, I guess, in terms of industrious Dutch play is Dirk Kuyt. even if he doesn't necessarily always stand out, he always puts in his shift, doesn't he?
Well, that's the cliche, yeah. Never gives you any less than 110% there, Cal. But, I mean, I don't think he's a natural as a left wing-back, and I think that's where Christian Gamboa, he's been playing well for Rosenborg and really grown into himself this tournament, could force Kuyt back and cause him a few problems, and that's where I think Holland could be exposed in the wing-back positions. Your
key player for Holland is, unsurprisingly, Arjen Robben. But are you surprised about how well he's performed in this tournament?
He's a strange player, Robben. I think he's someone you sometimes don't know what you're going to get from, and I think there's players who he's come up against who perhaps aren't playing in the natural positions in international football. You get shifted into positions you're not used to, and he's really exposed that because he's so fluid with his movement across the whole from left to right. I mean, Van Gaal has switched him from right to left throughout the tournament, and it's really hard to pin down. So it's no surprise he's been influential. You
mentioned Van Gaal. How much impact do you think the fact that he is going to Man United has had on the way that this Dutch side has approached this tournament?
It's been very interesting. I don't know if he's treated it like a bit of a last hurrah. It's like, I don't know, he's a bit D-mob happy. He's got a gleaming new job to go to, and he's still got a job where he's well liked and it seems like he's kind of cut loose a little bit.
So if Costa Rica do cause an upset, you've gone for Bolanos as a player that might be instrumental.
Yeah, I mean, I do think you could pick Keylor Navas because he's obviously going to have to do a lot in goal, you'd expect, but I think from an attacking perspective, it's probably going to be a set piece where Costa Rica make a difference. And Bolanos, his delivery has been fantastic. Whether he's whipping a ball into the back post or curling one towards the top corner, he's really talented when it comes to the set piece. I can just see him being the key man for them if they get, because they're going to have to be ruthless with any opportunity they get.
Okay, good stuff, Greg. I'm afraid that is pretty much it for today's show. But before we go, let's have a look at your colleague Barry Glendenning's predictions for tonight. He's gone for 2 upsets, believe it or not. Belgium and Costa Rica, he thinks, will go through after extra time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Costa Rica have got a chance, but I think you can't look beyond Holland. So I think Barry just being a bit contrary there.
What's your prediction for that one, scoreline?
I think Holland will probably win it 2-0.
2-0 to Holland. Let us know what you think your predictions for that game in the comments below. Give it up for Greg, everybody. Woo! A fine debut on the show. Many thanks indeed. And don't forget, you can subscribe for lots of great World Cup content. We'll see you tomorrow. Now, Greg, before you go, I need to get you to sign our desk. If that's all right. Esteemed company. Feel free to go anywhere you want.
Straight to the middle, I think.
Bang in the middle. No nonsense. There we go. There we go. I'm glad you didn't draw something rude like most other people. Bukowski, you're off the case. Good stuff. Thanks, man.